Welcome to the Dispatch. You're listening to a primer on Jammu and Kashmir. In episode 27, we take you into the religious institutions and public life in Jammu and Kashmir across the decade of 1930s.
Religion played an important role in the public life of Jammu and Kashmir in the 1930s, not as a source of organized confrontation, but as a set of social institutions that shaped education, community identity, and everyday interactions. The decade witnessed a gradual shift. Religious bodies continued their traditional roles, yet they increasingly intersected with the emerging political currents that were reshaping the state. In the Kashmir Valley, the institution of the Mirwais remained the most influential center of religious authority. Led during this period by Mirwais Yusuf Shah, it oversaw a network of mosques, schools, and charitable bodies, as well as the Anjuman-e-Nusratul Islam, which played a central role in expanding education. Friday sermons, religious gatherings, and public lectures carried both moral instruction and commentary on social issues. Although the Mirwais' outlook remained rooted in religious leadership rather than mass politics, his influence helped shape public opinion on matters ranging from education to administrative fairness. Tensions between the Mirwais' circles and the emerging National Conference leadership surfaced occasionally, reflecting differences in style and constituency rather than ideological confrontation. Among Kashmiri Pandits, reformist and educational associations such as the Sanatan Dharam Sabha, the Arya Samaj, and community bodies in Srinagar played important roles in social life. They managed temples, promoted education, and encouraged social reform. Intellectuals and public figures from this community contributed significantly to the Urdu press, to early social movements, and to educational development. Their work helped expand urban civic culture and literacy at a time when the state was slowly opening new avenues for public participation. In Jammu, religious institutions across communities shaped the social landscape. Hindu organizations, including branches of the Hindu Sabha and caste-based associations, worked on education, social upliftment, and community welfare. Sikh Gurudwara committees, especially in Jammu city, managed religious life and also became centers for social services, charity, and discussions on public issues. In rural Jammu, religious institutions often functioned as informal community forums, shaping local responses to administrative policies and agricultural challenges. Across the state, madrasas, pathshalas, and gurukuls continued to provide foundational education. While their curriculum remained rooted in traditional learning, many students later moved into modern schools as literacy expanded. These institutions played a central role in preserving linguistic and cultural traditions during a period of incremental administrative reform. Importantly, the religious sphere in the 1930s did not operate in isolation from the emerging political environment. Public debates on representation, education, economic hardship, and administrative change often overlapped with the concerns of religious bodies. Sermons, community meetings, and religious gatherings sometimes became forums where social issues were discussed and differing viewpoints emerged on how best to secure community welfare. These overlaps did not produce large-scale conflict. Rather, they revealed the complexity of a society navigating the early stages of political modernity. By the end of the decade, religious institutions across Jammu, Kashmir, and Ladakh continued to perform their traditional roles, but they were also part of a wider public sphere that now included schools, newspapers, reading rooms, political associations, and municipal bodies. Their influence remained significant, but was increasingly shaped by the broader forces of education, economic change, and growing political consciousness.
Thanks for watching this episode of Primer on Jammu and Kashmir. Here is a quick note from the editors of the Dispatch. While dealing with historical events, we are conscious of the fact that history has no single view. In places like Jammu and Kashmir, this can be more complicated. While explaining the events of history through this primer, we are taking the best possible care to be objective and to offer context wherever views differ starkly. We welcome you to write to us and enrich the knowledge base on Jammu and Kashmir.